What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Marvels movie spoiler review. But before we get into that, I would ask if you can please hit that subscribe button and that notification button for more updates, for more movie reviews. If you like short films and micro short films, I do create micro shorts and short films independently. It's my passion, it's my art, so please check them out. I have quite a few that you can see. Watch them from my early days until now, see how I've progressed and how I can continue to progress. Because I always tell myself I know I can always do better, but I have progressed and gotten better over time, so please check them out. My new film, Unknown Within, which is the fourth film of the Comic Inc. series, following Pumpkin Seek, Attraction Indecent, and Darkness Creeps. The teaser is out now. The film comes out January 2nd, 2024, so please check out the teaser as you await the film in January. I hope you like what you see, and please support me. It does mean a lot. Leave comments on any of my videos. Keep it professional. I will get back to you. Let's get straight to it. The Marvels movie spoiler review. I enjoyed it. I had so much fun with this film. I thought the three leads were awesome. Well, I guess Brie Larson is the main lead, but you know, it was the Marvels, so the three leads: Brie Larson, Iman Vellani, and Teyonah Parris. And if I jacked her name up, I do apologize. But yeah, I thought they did a great job together. I thought they flowed together. It was great to see Iman Vellani. Haven't seen her in Miss Marvel, which I enjoyed. To see her in, you know, the Marvels, and just to bring her character, because I know she's just excited to be, not as just a character, to be excited to be a part of Captain Marvel in this group, but also the actress herself. You could just really feel that excitement. And Teyonah Parris, again, if I jacked your name up, sorry if I jacked her name up, but you know, it was great to see her again from WandaVision. And you know, they just worked very well together, and I had fun with the film. You know, a lot of the critique is the villain was lame. Dar-Benn, played by, I forget her name. I know she's dating Tom Hiddleston, but I'll put her name up here. She wasn't one of the greatest villains that we've gotten in Marvel, but she wasn't bad. Like, I understood her purpose in the film, what she was doing. Did I agree with it? No, but like, I understood what she was doing, and I thought she was a viable threat for Captain Marvel and Co. Maybe not as threatening physically, but just for the overall narrative of what she was trying to do, I can see that. I didn't have a problem with her. Like, I thought that was going to be a thing, because you know, I kept seeing critique about Dar-Benn, and again, I like to see a movie for myself, not follow critics and all that. But I really wasn't bothered by her, to be honest. Other than that, like, it was great to see Sam Jackson back again, and he came off differently than I'm used to as Nick Fury. But one thing I do want to say is that we have all these different directors taking these films and putting their own spin on things, and taking the characters and switching it up. That's just them, whether Marvel allows it or not, or if that's even a thing. But I just feel like it's what we see from these characters, and the differences is just based off of the director, their approach. And I think we need to understand that there's going to be changes, and not all of the changes are going to be great. And it might come off like, oh, I think one approach with Nick Fury was that he's just dialing it in. He don't even care no more. Sam Jackson, and I don't believe that's the case. Maybe it is, but I just feel like it's also what we're given from these characters, these actors, is also due to the direction from the director. You know, so like, what if he says something like, I think he says use black girl magic to Teyonah Parris's character for her to fly. The director, I think, is a female. You know, that's probably, you know, a thing that she's associated with, so she just threw it in there, you know, that comment. And I just feel like people need to not look at it as an actor just phoning it in and not really caring, versus just, you know, we're getting something that's just based off of the director's approach or what they want to add and their own little flavor. You know, think of Thor Ragnarok, different from the first two Thors. I like Thor Ragnarok a lot. It was definitely a step in the right direction to changing that character and making him less, or making him more enjoyable. However, it didn't work the next time around, Taika Waititi, he did this, the Thor 4. He came back, and for me personally, it just didn't work this time around. The jokes and him being like the funny, like it missed. It worked for Ragnarok, but then it went over the top, and it was the same director, and it was just a miss for me, and for most people, I would say, if I'm correct on that. And he won't be returning for Thor 5. I would have liked him to return, but just to dial back on the comedy. But he's not returning apparently. But that's what I'm getting at. We're getting these different approaches to the characters, so we're gonna get different feels for what's going on. But also Captain Marvel, the first film, I didn't really enjoy that one. It was a little too boring for me and serious. I felt the character was just too serious, and she was definitely different in this film, and I think they realized they needed to kind of make her a little bit more not relatable, but just appealing, because she just was kind of just too serious. And the whole controversy with Brie Larson, I'm not gonna even talk about that because I could care less. That was never a thing that I've seen interviews, and it was just like, maybe, I guess, but I don't know, I wasn't there. But like the seriousness, like you didn't see that here, and I felt like she had fun with the film, and I like what we got. It was probably the shortest, I think, Marvel film that we've gotten, or maybe the second shortest, but I think it worked for what it was. I was just really engaged throughout. There wasn't a moment where I was just like, all right, I don't care for this. Probably the one part people didn't care for, I know my cousin didn't, was the dance singing planet. That's how they interacted. I liked it. I thought it was fun and different, and my cousin hated it, and I just thought it was enjoyable. I thought it was fun, and we have so many planets in that universe. Like, why couldn't there be a planet where people dance and sing, and that's how they communicate? So I just took it as something being fun, and I thought it was cool. I didn't mind it. My cousin hated it, and probably other people hated it, but I'm sure there are people that appreciated it, and I am one of those people that appreciated it. And again, I liked the three leads. I liked what it was going for the film. It was more uppity and more fun and engaging, I thought. And finally, we got something that allowed us to kind of connect the whole multiverse saga, I guess you can say, with the possibility of, not the possibility, but pretty much the inclusion of Young Avengers coming. And now, with Tiana Paris, her character being stuck in another universe, and we got to see Beast, finally an X-Men within the Marvel film, even if he's from a different universe. And Binary, who I believe was Binary, who happens to be her mother from her universe. I forget the actress's name, sorry, it's gonna be up here. But she played Monica Rambeau in Captain Marvel, and she was Captain Marvel in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. She was the variant from the other universe, where not the variant, instead of it being Carol, it was Monica. She was Captain Marvel, so she's back again, and it's cool to see her come again and into the film and still have a role. So I am excited to see what they do with that, and it'll probably be involved with like Deadpool or something, the whole multiverse. And it's just finally good to see this saga coming too, especially with the ending of Loki season 2, and what that includes, and the whole talk of Kang probably not being a threat anymore because of Jonathan Major's legal trouble. And I just want them to connect the universes already, or the films already, because it's like, it was great for the Infinity Saga of putting these characters together, and now this saga is just all over the place. I enjoyed the Disney Plus shows, even though my least favorite is She-Hulk, which I still enjoyed, but it was my least favorite, especially the last episode, which I can appreciate what they were doing. It was still a miss for me, but it's just all over the place, the shows, and there's just not much connecting. And I feel like it just needs to connect already, especially when you have a threat like Kang, there's multiple variants. Like, what's going on? You talk about an incursion and universes, coming together. Like, I need to see more of that. It needs to happen now. And then all these films are now getting delayed and pushed back till later. And then the dumbing down of the Disney Plus shows I'm hearing and stuff like that. It's like, less is more, I guess. But at the same time, like, I liked all this coming out, but I just need connection. So it was nice to have the Marvels kind of bring that connection in a way, because the mid-credit scenes, post-credit scenes, and credits, they have been misses for the most part. So it was finally nice to have a good mid-credit scene in the Marvels, and I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I would say if you're still a big fan of Marvel and you're hanging on, hoping that it connects and works out, because there have been misses within the saga. I just hope that, I personally am gonna stick around and I will continue to watch the films and stuff. I hope you get to just give it a chance and like it for yourself, and forget the naysayers and the critics. Have an open mind for yourself and hope for the best. Again, it hasn't all been great, but I say that the Marvels was a step in the right direction despite all that negative that has been going around. I really I don't agree with it. I don't see why it exists, the negative. I just don't understand it, because I came out actually enjoying it and I did not expect to. So check it out. That's my little take on it, and until next time, later.